Hi guys, I'm Studied Mike. Today I'm showing to you a roguelike turn-based tactics RPG game. It's called Immortal Tactics War of the Eternals. This is a demo version. The full game will be released on July 15th on Steam, but you can play the demo version for free. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to try it out. This is a quick gameplay of the demo version. You can only play 3 levels and this is on the expert mode, which is the hardest difficulty for the moment. I'm playing with the standard team, but there is a cleric class that you can play with too. As you can see, the game is based on positioning and turn management. I really like this kind of game and I am definitely going to try out the full version. Differently from other games of the same type, they separate movement phase and attack phase. So you have to think correctly how you are going to manage your movement before even attacking. When I'm playing, I like to keep a track on the ranged enemies, and I try to always stay out of the range of their attacks. Here I used an interesting strategy. I know that the archer deals double damage when he attacks from behind, and I also know that when an enemy is hit, he turns his body. So I hit with the warrior from behind so that he could turn his back to the archer, and then I was able to defeat the enemy before he had a chance to attack me. To win the level, you need to complete the win condition. For this level, it was needed to defeat all enemies. Now for the next level, the win condition is also defeating all enemies. But we also have other missions that if we complete, the energy bar of your leader fills up. I'll explain about that later. So as you can see, I keep tracking the range of the ranged enemies. And I always try to focus an enemy so I can kill him and avoid taking damage. Our units gain experience by attacking and killing enemies. Sometimes I like to attack even if it isn't really necessary just to gain the experience. And leveling up unlocks new skills and a passive that can really help. In this level we have environmental effects to be careful. They are highlighted on the hex. And if you let an unit on that hex, they will be hit by the effect during the environmental phase. I think the game is really looking good with an old school charm and the background music gives a nice suspense feeling. Occasionally we also have to deal with some enemy reinforcements. Now the mage unlocked the lightning storm and here I'm thinking the best way to use it, because it has a pretty good area of effect and deals 1.5 damage. So I thought in a way to kill enemies and keep my units safe from the attacks. Some skills have limited uses, so you can't use them every time. To refill the uses, you need to pass the attack phase with that unit without attacking. And sometimes that can be tricky if you don't pay attention, because you may be planning to use a skill and when you go to the attack phase, you realize you can't. I had that problem sometimes until I get used to it, but in this playthrough, I didn't have that problem. That's why I take some time to think about my moves, especially because this is the hardest difficulty. Now that the level is completed, since I completed 2 missions, my leader skill bar is filled. As you can see now, it has 1 use. I think it needs 3 fills to complete the bar and each mission completed during the level fills 1 time. I got 1 on the previous level and 2 now. On the next level I can use the leader skill, but I didn't actually use it because I didn't really need it. But the leader skill heals my unit and gives them a regeneration passive. We have the gems on this map. If we drag a unit to that gem, the unit will heal and recover use of their skills. For this level, the win condition is to activate this middle altar. To activate it, I need to keep an unit on the altar's hex for 3 turns. At this moment, the enemies just kept in my way to activate the altar, so I had to work my strategy for that. Now that I have immunity on that altar's hex, I just need to protect him and survive for 3 turns. Now some big enemies spawned, but they are melee, so I just need to work on the positioning and attack from distance. I just need to protect my warrior and keep him on the altar's hex. That's it. Mission successful, and that was the third and last level of the demo version. Now here we can see other units to use and other leaders to build your army. But this is a quick showcase of the game. If you like the video, leave a like and subscribe to support my channel. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.